insulin. So when the proportion of insulin is more, a little bit of with that pressure, the doors will open slightly and the sugar can move inside. This is the pre-diabetic phase where your insulin levels are normal or the insulin levels are more. This is known as hyperinsulinemia, where the blood insulin is more. Okay. Now the pancreas have to go on secreting this more insulin so that it can give more pressure and open the doors of the muscles. As a result, what will happen is your pancreatic cells will be overburdened. They will increase in size. They will try to make up for the problem, but ultimately they will, if you use any organ of your body more than its ability, you will cause that organ to fail. So the pancreatic cells will start degenerating. Now this is where the problem starts. The pancreatic cells have degenerated, or they have lost their functions or lost many of their cells, and this will reduce the insulin in the circulation. So now there are two problems the body has to deal with. One is that the resistance of the muscle is more, and now there is less insulin. And this is the time when you get extremely high levels of sugar in the blood, and it is leading to diabetes, the type 2 diabetes. Now we'll wonder that why did this muscles, the target tissue, become resistant to insulin? And there is a most important catch of this. That is, when do your muscles, your peripheral muscles, become resistant to insulin? Is the main causative factors are obesity, that is when you have too much of cholesterol and fats in your body. The muscle walls become thick and resistant, and they do not open up to the insulin signals. The second reason is lack of physical exercises, lack of physical activity. As we all know that our lifestyle has become very much sedentary. There is no movement, much of movement of all the skeletal muscles in our body, which causes their walls to become rigid. Okay, and this causes them to become insensitive to the insulin. And one other reason, amongst the most common reasons, is hypertension, where the blood vessels become thick, your skeletal muscles again become rigid, and they do not allow the insulin to penetrate inside and open their doors. So these are the main causative factors for diabetes, right? So many of us have already started this problem where the tissue is giving some amount of resistance, but it has not been shown in your blood reports as diabetes, is because the blood sugars have not gone up to that level. Your body is still fighting this by the pancreas secreting more insulin, and it is trying to compensate, but it cannot compensate for long. Now this cause is very much treatable, right? Now when you are diagnosed diabetic, what does your doctor do? Your doctor gives you medications to reduce your blood sugar levels, because we just want to see that the blood sugar should not go to a very high level, because when the blood sugar goes to a higher level, there are other complications. So your doctor gives you medications to reduce your blood sugar, and these medications are of two types. So either they give you insulin supplements, right? Or they give you medications which will stop the liver from breaking down the glucose, the glycogen which is stored in it, and thus reducing the blood sugar. Or they will give you medications which will act on your digestive system and prevent too much of sugar entering into the system. But none of these will act on the main cause, which is the resistance, the peripheral resistance. That can be only acted upon when you start exercising, okay, and specific exercises, which we are going to discuss in this workshop. So this is one thing that we are going to take in the workshop. Then we are also going to take the complications of diabetes, how they are developed. The main complications which are developed in diabetes is diabetic foot, diabetic peripheral neuropathy. We will be discussing this in the workshop as well. So this is a brief overview why you should be doing the workshop, because we have to target the cause of the problem and not just keep dealing with the secondary symptoms of it. So hope this is understood, and if you all have any doubts, please write to us and do join our workshop to learn a lot more about diabetes. Thank you.